Okay, it says I'm live.
Yeah, but wait.
I look like I'm in a cell somewhere. All right. Let me know. Oh, my hair. I'm gonna go fix my hair. It's sticking up now.
You went online already?
Yeah. It said you're live.
It says waiting. There you go.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. This is JudgeDesire for Knowledge. I'm back at you on this Saturday, beautiful day out here. So I am at a new destination today, a new local. Guess where? I am seeing comedy festival tonight, this whole weekend, which is really nice. We are at Atlantic City. So we're out here having fun. I was on the boardwalk earlier. If you see me out there, say hello. Thank you for joining my channel, Know Your Truth, Real Talk with me, JudgeDesire for Knowledge. Please subscribe, share, and like so other people can also indulge and be able to see the type of material and content that I put out there. I try to be as honest and as, up to par with what's going on in the real world. Because the fake world with the entertainment, that's just fake. Fantasies, that's why it's falling apart. But in the real world, we exist, and we all should be the type of people that aren't like those people, the entertainers that we make heroes when the true heroes are right here. But either way, let's get off of that topic because I don't talk about them much. They haven't done us a good job in anything. Well, just entertaining, and let's just stick to it. But other than that, thank you for joining. Those that keep checking me, liking and subscribing, I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm so grateful to you all for checking me out and seeing what videos that resonate with you and what videos that you like. Please let me know in the comments. I have a stash of video content. I just come out with different ones every week to see which one works for that week. Yeah. So basically today on Know Your Truth, Real Talk, I decided to do a Q's and A's, questions and answers, of positive answers to negative questions, because we all get that in our daily life. So I figured, why not do that on the show, right? So join me if you're here right now and you want to ask a question. I'm asking a question and I'm going to answer the questions, and you have a feedback on it. Please leave a comment on there so I can see it and read it so that we can come together and brainstorm and see what's going on, right? So again, thank you all for coming, joining and subscribing and liking and sharing even. All right. So we're going to start with question number 1. Why do people gossip about one another and then portray themselves as friends, as your friend? Well, we get this a lot in life where people come off as if they really like you, but they don't. Try to understand that not everyone here is just going to like you. I've realized that, and it's okay. I'm going to move forward with myself. They need to like themselves. But my answer to question number 1 is usually those type of people get more, want to get more information to spread more gossip about you. And you must really be important for someone like that to spend all their time for gossiping about you, right? So when you look at it, you're really an important person. You should pat yourself on the back. Never look at it in a negative aspect. And that's why I did this show today with the questions that people aren't going to ask on their show, and if they do, they're doing it in a different formation than I am. I try to bring as much positivity instead of negativity forward. Empowerment and improvement, self-empowerment and self-improvement, self-love, self-care, because we all had to get there sometime in our life. I know I did. I'm glad I did. I grew up. We are all going to have to grow up someday, right? It may not sound good to some people. They like staying there, but not me. That's when you know you're doing the right thing. Question number 2, why don't we do what we say we're going to do? And our answer to number 2 is because we are too busy wondering if it will fail instead of trying it. You're not going to know if you don't try it. And if you fail at it, so what? At least you tried it. That's the point, right? You'll never know unless you try it first. Unless you try it first, don't talk about it, do it. That's me. I used to be one of those people. I can't say I have been because I've always been ambitious and I always go for what I want. Promotions, whatever is out there, I'm running for it. That's a good aspect, not the bad stuff. So basically, being positive like that, because I grew up in that type of environment where I grew up, and my family were go getters and they own their own everything. So when you have that, and instilled in you, you're like, oh my God, like I don't have anything as close to what they have. So you're in a competitive mode. I got to catch up to my family per se. And so it's not really about them, it's about you. So you go, you try it, and you do it for you, never for other people. I had to learn that. I was trying to compete, saying, I'm going to do just as well. I'm going to be just as good as my family, whether it's sister, brother, cousin, whatever, and mother, father, whomever in the family, because everyone in the family was very, and still is, ambitious and um, they got it going on. And so you want to be one of those too. You don't want to be left behind. But you know what? In reality, you're doing it for you. You shouldn't be doing it for anyone else. So that question number 2 comes. It's basically a lot of people go through that, where you say you're going to do something or you think about doing it, but you fail to do it. Don't fail to do it. Try it. What's going to happen if you don't make it? Well, you learn from your mistakes. And that's what this life is all about. Learning experiences and learning lessons, right? So question number 3, why do people get upset when another person has themselves together instead of bring being happy for them? And that is what I always see in the job front and employments. People, I've worked in 3 different sectors of government my whole lifetime since I was a kid. I mean, since the age of being able to work for the government. And so I've always seen that people don't like to see you get ahead. Like if you're ambitious, keep it to yourself, unfortunately, because sometimes people aren't even your friends. I've had some girl that told me, I'm happy if you happy. When you hear those kind of things, I take it differently. Like, why would you say that? Just be happy. You don't have to go, I'm happy if you're happy. That person's no longer my friend. I drop people by the instant now because basically some people aren't in your life for that. And you got to figure it out fast and get away. But coming back to the subject now, when another person has themselves together and instead of being happy for them, I put as my answer to number 3 because most people fear change, and because they haven't done it for themselves, they are not happy for you when you have done it, when you have done the work. And I've noticed that a lot. When you've done the work and then someone else hasn't done it, they have, you know, complete animosity towards you or whatever. And that has been a lot. I've seen it happen to other people, myself, during work. The competition is really, everybody's about, what title are you? Not hello, what's your name? What's your title? It's just like asking me what's my pay scale. That's none of your business. I know titles are everyone's business, but where I work, it's just the main thing. So if you're not at this level, you're nobody. And then when you are at that level, then they're jealous and upset with you. So I'm sure a lot of people get that. They're not everyone, but most employments, you're gonna come along people that they're not gonna be happy for you when you're making it. So, and don't worry about them, right? So question number 4, why can't females support each other? I don't know why they can't. It's really oblivious to me because I'm like, sister power, what happened to that stuff when I was growing up? Like, it's sad. I was on the boardwalk earlier, and before I get to the answer to this question, I want to ask why you girls have a doo-doo face. Like you see somebody, they turn around. I felt someone staring my backside down, and I'm thinking, is this a guy? Like I have eyes behind my head. It's not a guy. It's a girl staring me down. I look. She has this grinch doo-doo face on. I'm like, and what I say by doo-doo face? I don't know. It just looked like you taking a, you know what, dunk. So basically, I get that a lot. I could go country, internationally, or whatever, and their face looks like they're taking a dunk. I mean, why is your face looking like that? Why put your nose up and all of that? It's so obvious. Stop. We need to support each other. So my answer to why don't females support each other is, as I stated, this is a hard one to grasp, which for me, I support women. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. That's it. I'm not going to go out there and go, oh, she thinks she's so cute. Is that really her face? Is that really her ass? Is that really her hair? Is that really her nails? Is that her eyebrows? Who cares who it is? Just be respectable that that person looks the way they look, and that's who they are. If you're so worried, then your mother and father shouldn't have gotten together. If you're not happy with your looks, it has nothing to do with what with anyone else. So keep the negativity to yourselves, or fix yourselves. How about that one? Because no one's perfect. We are all here. We're going to gain weight, lose weight, whatever. We're not all going to be perfect. I guess that's what makeup is for. And all the other stuff people are doing, eyelashes, go do it then. If you don't feel comfortable within your own body, go put your derriere on, or whatever they call it, what they do in other countries. You're not happy with yourself, fine, okay, but don't take it out on other people and give them the doo-doo face, and no support because you're not happy within yourself. It's called self-love, self-care, and you got to love yourself in order to move forward in life. And then these things wouldn't even bother you. Who cares? You're beautiful, you're ugly. I don't tell people they're ugly, first and foremost. I rather give a compliment or shut up. But I'm definitely not going to give you the doo-doo face. Come on. Now, that kind of face needs makeup. So my answer is that we should be supporting each other, because this is a hard topic for me when I see this a lot. But instead, we tear each other down by separation, by race, by age, by skin color, etc. And me specifically, I've been through all of those. Height, even now that I added that. Oh, she's taller than me. Oh, she's shorter than me. Oh, she's fatter than me. Oh, she's skinnier than me. Come on, if a female is better looking or not, or in better shape, younger or older, and has a better job, or whatever the case may be, then she is alienated because of the insecurities that others have. And your insecurities are something that you need to address, and not the person that you're insecure from. If that makes sense, because instead of supporting one another, networking, which is what we should be doing together, which would be really, really powerful, but we don't get it yet. See, we're sitting here too much seeing who's going to get what you have. Nobody cares about what you have. You care about what you have, and you build from what you have, and that's it. So if we came together networking, how powerful would we be? Think about it, instead of tearing each other down. But I'll go on to the next, because some people won't get that. And I understand, because it's not the kind of world, that kind of society that we see today. Is more about stupid things on TikTok, Instagram, and stuff like that. Is very engaging. They're going to get like 1.9 million for foolishness. I just don't get it. So when I stated about of people that are we don't support each other, it's of course we don't. We like stupidity, not me, but I see the general public, generally a lot of people, not all, because we got our percent out here that we're not going to deal with foolishness, and we don't watch it. I only go on my social media to post good stuff, positivity, and things that I do, as far as travels, which I just want to make sure you all know about. I'm out and about travels, and I'm going to be out and about soon. I mean, I'm already getting ready to go to this comedy show in a bit, but I will try to post as much as possible. See happy, good things, not bringing other people down. I'm not going to photograph my bosoms or my butt and my face all day, and for what? Go into modeling, man. Make some money for it legally. Which I don't, if you need to do that kind of stuff and you need self-assurance, some people need it. You got to do it. I understand. But don't be mad at other people because we have other artistic creativity. Like, for instance, I'll grill, I'll throw up my grilling, I'll throw up stuff that other women aren't doing or men aren't even doing. And they're not used to that, especially women, because they're too busy putting on stuff on their face, their hair getting done, their nails looking perfect, and flashing that. No, we got more going on than that. Girls, come on. Let's get it together. Let's network. Let's make ourselves powerful. And not to take people down, but to build people up. And that's who I'm about. So if you like this channel, please like, share, and subscribe, because that's what this channel is going to be about. And it is about. It's building people. Our people is all people. I don't go by race. There's people that want the same thing. That's my people. And you address it your way. But on this channel, that's how we address it. And so, or I address it, right? So the next question I had. All right. So why are many people so competitive? They don't share with others. See, some people don't have the information that they need. Growing up, my parents always gave me any outlet needed for me to have the career of my dreams and what I wanted to. So whatever they taught me, I went out there and I would say, hey, had you ever seen that this position is open, or this promotion, or this test? And I've always been open on that, and I still am. I will tell people, exactly, the human race. Thank you. That's the truth. That's how I look at it. But like I was saying, that the competition with anyone, my question was, what are many people, why are people so competitive and they don't share their ideas with others, even if it's not ideas? Because sometimes you want to keep your ideas to yourself. But if there's things going on that it's a public thing, how are you going to hide that? I mean, it's in the papers. I used to buy this paper called The Chief, and I'll tell you all what that is. It's a civil service paper. It has every exam, so you can't say you didn't get your field. Some of it needs qualification. Everybody needs an education to get on the civil service list. But the point is, it's called The Chief, and I used to tell people, these people did not know. I was actually bought that newspaper since I was a teenager in high school, looking at them. So, and I always tell people, even today, as an example, share information to help people get to the job, to their position. Sometimes they got to be pushed. Sometimes their family doesn't know. It could be by language, culture. They're not going to find out. Some people come from foreign countries and then their children are born here and they don't know. We got to help each other. We're not here to pull each other down. We're here to pick each other up. So if you find something like that that's normally in the public, your ideas is separate. That's up to you. But basically helping another person build their own is a real good start. And believe me, that's a better than patting yourself on the back, because that's self-centeredness. And I try to stay away from being egotistical and self-centered like a lot of people are. So my answer to that, why we don't share and stuff like that with everyone, is because they fear competition with anyone and always want to win. Afraid you may take whatever they have instead of sharing it with you. So there's a lot of people like that, and that's what's sad out here. I'm going to move on because I have to get going. And so my next question, number 6, is why are people so ignorant when it comes to their race and culture? So basically, I've seen this, and I'm not going to mention the race or any race because it's in a lot of people that we all are actually separated by race, obviously, and culture. And sometimes we don't want to share it with other people, and sometimes we do. I like all cultures. I like foods from I don't have a particular group, but what I wanted to bring about what I've seen was you can protect your culture and love yourself and embrace other people. It's healthy. It's not healthy, for instance, when growing up, my own people, which are Black, they actually used to always say, I just want to go to my school. I just want to be with my people. We understand. But it's nice to share cultures with other people because we're not learning from each other, obviously. So you need to go out there with and I'm not just saying whites, I'm talking about any culture. There's no particular culture we need to break through. I was just bringing that up as an example, so I don't want to hear any hate comments later. No, I don't hate anyone. I'm trying to tell you that we need to just break free and learn from other people and address the situation for what it is. You're considering yourself, you point fingers at other people as being racist. We're doing the same thing if we're going to stay in our culture and not move forward and see what other people's cultures are. For instance, I'm not just going to eat my food, do my dance, or sing my song. I want to embrace other people's culture, other people's food, other people's music, languages, if I can, if it's not too hard. So that's what I meant by that. Break those barriers and start coming out. You know, a lot of people are scared. They think my answer to that was, because I was just explaining what I was trying to state, and my answer to that kind of why we have our culture where it's why we're so ignorant to our own culture. My answer to that, answer 6, is because they are afraid to try new things, like languages, food, new music. They think they will lose their culture if they try. So I have actually spoken with people that have actually told me they don't want to lose their culture. How are you going to lose your culture? Really? It's not that serious. You're not going to lose your culture because you embrace other people's cultures. It's actually what we are here to do. Embrace all people. You're not going to learn just from your group. What else can you learn? Nothing. This is why God made different individuals, different races, different languages, different music, different foods. Embrace it all. Enjoy it while you're here. That's what I gotta say about that one. So that we're not ignorant on other people. You know what I mean? Um, okay. So and the answer to that is that try. I'm sorry. They don't like to embrace other people and different foods and outside of their own, which is ignorant and sad on their part. That's what I feel. And it's their loss. If you're not going to embrace others, cultures, foods, it's your loss. You're going to lose out on something that you never knew about. You assume, you make assumptions, and that's how racism comes in. It's the same thing with the opposite of race. If you feel that you shouldn't do this certain thing, that's also racism. It has nothing to do with just color. It has to do with culture. It has to do with everything. And ignorance is a big part of racism, if people didn't know. Um, also, question number 7. Why on social media things that are irrelevant to one's growth is more adaptable and accepted? I'm wondering why. So I have answer number 7, as it looks like people like dumbing down. And it's the truth. It's easier to dumb down and play like you don't want to learn anything because um, it's easier for them, and it would be too much if they were to really get the stuff that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's it. That's why things are being dumbed down, and it's being done on purpose so that you won't see what's really happening out here. Um, and so that you can just stay. That's why dumbed down so they can bring in these what are these things called, artificial intelligence, and take over our jobs and our positions, and then eventually your mind, because you're going to stay dumbed down and you're going to need these AIs. So they're already starting the process for us to get there like that. But I'll leave that for another time and another topic. Um, and I also question number 8: why is entertainers, singers, actors, etc. today's heroes? Did you ever think about why? I mean, they're falling apart right now, but I have as an answer for number 8, I put because people believe that they are giving us what we need by entertaining, and they have the money to buy anything they want. This is how dumbed down we are. And for some people, that's all that's needed. They need us to watch these people accomplish their goals instead of doing it for themselves. It looks good, but they're too lazy to do it for themselves. So these are their heroes, the heroes that they could have became, because I don't know why entertainers are considered heroes, but you know what? There's nurses, there's doctors, there's police, there's firemen, there's courageous people, there's people helping the poor, people giving to the poor. There's people at soup kitchens that are feeding the poor. Those are the heroes, just to let you know. These are just entertainers. They're not heroes. Leave them where they are, and please just let them stay there, because as we see with the entertainment industry now, as they sell their soul to the devil, they are coming down one by one, if you notice that. So when you want power, fame, ego, instead of being helpful in society, giving other people, um, what they may need because they didn't get it growing up, maybe a self-care, self-love, teaching them that. We got these people tearing people's lives apart and harming others, molestation and pedophiles out here in the industry. There, I've seen it in the court. We have a lot of cases on victims, so I won't go there with that one. Victims Act, and most of them are in the entertainment field and then the church, unfortunately, the Catholic Church. But I'll talk about that another time. These are not the heroes. These are entertainers are not the heroes. They're just there to do their job and move forward, and don't give them what they don't deserve. Thank you. I just had to say that. I feel good about saying that, and I don't care what anyone says, but if you have a comment, please leave it there and be nice. So my answer to number 8 was that I felt that the reason why that we did, I think I said that. Oh yeah, because we didn't do it for ourselves. Not me, but people that put those type of people as heroes. The heroes are the people that are helping us every day to build ourselves. That's not helping us. It's just entertainment. Let it stay there. Do not over essentialize. Do not give them the pat on the backs. I mean, you do your job, they're getting paid, they're getting Oscars. That's enough. They're not heroes. All right, so question number 9. Why do people disrespect one another? Oh yeah, you could be in traffic or on the side of the road. I have many times, more than once, where I work. I don't want to say where I work, but where it is. I walk the road. I've had more than 1-2 women that actually hit me and stuff disrespectfully, not even saying, not hit me because I wouldn't take it, but shove or walk into you purposely, things like that. That's disrespectful. So you want to know why people disrespect one another. So do I. I mean, is it really worth it? Do you feel better at the end of the day that you did something like that? Or you're that sad that you have to do that. And this is why we want to reach people like that. They're too sad. Everyone has something going on in their life, so we shouldn't treat them a certain way because we don't know what they're going through. But that doesn't give them the right to shove you or walk. This is an example of what I was talking about when I got, shoved while I'm walking down the street, and it happened more than once, different people. That's disrespectful. When you're in traffic and someone puts up the middle finger or cuts you off, that's disrespectful. So my answer to number 9 was because these people have no respect for themselves, so they don't know how to respect others, right? And question number 10, why are people so nasty in the restrooms, especially women? Yeah, we need to clean that up. I don't go to the men's room, so I can't speak about them. I can only ask you guys, let us know in the comments below. Do you go through the same thing? My answer to that, briefly, answer to question 10 is because they either live that way at home or don't respect other people's properties. For instance, where I work, there's been more than one time I don't have time to run to the employee's bathroom and I just want to wash my hands. I don't want to use it. So the public bathroom is the bathroom you don't use. But if I want to wash my hands and it's only my hands, I'll run in there. Oh my God, one time someone put their feces all over the wall. I mean, do you do that at home? Are you mad at the court system because you got caught? I don't know what to tell you. You're here for a reason. You find out what that reason is that brought you in here, and you don't do that to people's property. I would never. That's disrespectful, disgraceful. It was disgusting. Now, I understand if people are sick and something's wrong and they couldn't hold themselves, but this was on the wall, for God's sake. And I was like, well, this will be the last time I come in here. So be very careful when you go to these bathrooms. I am OCD in the bathroom. I will not use my first tissue. That is there. I'm just precautionary. When it comes to the bathroom, I check everything. I do not sit on any toilet seat outside my own. And you shouldn't either unless there's a lining And so basically, let's get off of that topic. Like, share, subscribe. JudgeDesire is live. All right, and so just respect other people's properties. Question 11: why do people have attitudes when patronizing their business? When you're patronizing their businesses, for instance, I always have this. I've noticed, and I've actually watched Chinese, Asian, um, to people of color. That's the question. Why do people have attitudes when patronizing their businesses? Um, I usually have this with every um, person that comes to work not feeling good about themselves or something, but I'm specifically talking about Chinese, Asians, because to people of color at this point, because, and I have good friends that are Asians in all aspects, not just Chinese, Korean, Philippines, all of them. They're pretty cool. I have no problem with that. But why is we going to your stores, whether it's for vegetables or whatever, you're following them around? And I watch this all the time. So my answer to that, and I picked particularly that because it's happened to a lot of us when we go into Asian stores to buy, specifically Chinese. And my answer to that is I choose this particular group because if I know from because I know from them to follow, I know them to follow people of color around in their stores or their place of business. I think they believed the stereotype of people of color is the only people that steal, which is also ignorant. And while they're watching us, the other race is stealing the goods. But you know what? Just keep looking at those stereotypes and believing in it. Um, it's like white people are the only ones that carry guns or criminals or whatever. You know, those stereotypes are made for a reason for us to just keep doing what we're doing, and we got to break those stereotypes. We got to look really deep inside and see if that's really what it is. It might be the percentage of people, but it's not all people. And a lot of people that own businesses have to stop. We're spending our money there, and you deserve to treat us with respect, or we just don't come back. I don't care what color you are. All right. So as I've noticed in their place of business, they always do that. And I believe it's because of them believing in the stereotypes of people of color um, and our society treating us like we're the only one race that are how do you say it? That are robbing them or whatever the case may be. Shoplifting is what I want to say. So society, I'm not understanding, why would you think that you really believe that there's no other races doing that? That's the question. um, I call this ignorance, which also leads to racism, because being ignorant like that can only mean one thing to me. And so we'll move on because I gotta get out of here. Question number 12: why when a relationship is or marriage is over, people label it complicated? That's, you'll see it on social media, or someone will tell you it's complicated. Okay, we know it was complicated for you, but haven't you gotten through it yet? So my answer was, it's not complicated. You're complicating it further. When it's over, and that's it. Learn your lesson and move forward, and stop putting it's complicated. It's not. All relationships are complicated, whether they're still with the person or not. But to label it that is really something that I have never gotten through, because if it's over, it's over. There's nothing complicated about it. Question number 13: why do people invite themselves to your home? Hmm. Okay, for instance, I have a lot of people I know that don't like me. And we all have people like that. And through the years, work, outside of work, and they're always like, oh, I can't wait to go to your house, or when I'm coming over, or they're in the area and they call, they don't know where I live. They just know the town or the place, which close by. They don't even know how far it is. And they're always, oh, I'm in your area. And If I didn't invite you, why are you asking me to come to my home and you don't like me? I don't get that. Just be careful who you allow in your home anyway, because not everyone is your friend. But either way, my answer to that, because I find that to be a little bit too many people that ask me the same thing all the time. And my answer is let someone invite you. Don't casually invite yourself. If you weren't officially invited, there's a reason. And I hope those people are watching now, not to be disrespectful, but to be real. Maybe if there wasn't so many liars out here and we all kept it real, we'll all understand each other. It might be not what people want to hear, but we can't feed people because, I've seen too much relationships where people soothe them. And then after that, in the back, right in the back. Like you thought this person was a sweetheart or a male was a sweetheart, female. You put it into your category. And this person ends up being the worst thing you've ever had. Why not just show who you are from the beginning? Why waste so much time for someone? Is that really nice? All right, so let's get back on the category because it's just that kind of thing that I'm talking about when you don't like somebody, but you want to come to my home or a person's home, but you don't like them. Or you do like them and you still haven't waited for them to invite you. If they haven't, sis, bro, they're not going to. They don't like you or they don't feel you like them. Whatever the case may be, don't ask. Don't invite yourself to people's home. They don't want to have you in there. America has been designed to hate people of color by those of the lighter complexion. I know, not just society, but our own races. Like it goes by like the government. You have feds. You have the federal, the state, and the lowest one is the city government. Um, the same way with complexions of skin, the darkest to the lightest are up here, and then the mediums, and then the darkest at the bottom. We all do this in society, and that's shameful. I'm proud of every skin color. When I go away, I try to get as much of a tan like everyone else does. So we can't say that we don't want color because we're all in the sun for it. So appreciate who you are for who you are and leave it there. I don't mind whatever color I turn into. I love it. It doesn't matter to me. It's beautiful. And I like getting darker and darker and darker. And I have nothing against the light skinned girls and boys. Um, More power to you. You get more of a tan. But either way, well, some of you. But either way, that yeah, we're into where society has us. Thank you for your comment. The society has where we designed to hate ourselves actually. But I'm gonna do that another day on another topic. But thank you for sharing. Okay, so about that not being officially invited, please don't invite yourselves to people's homes. It's disrespectful. Where I live, I'll make sure that the gated community would never let you in. Just to say that out there. And I let you know. Your name is not on the list. How about that one? All right, my phone is going off. Okay, so question 14. Why do friends and family always mention you as family, but treat you like you're not? That is true. I see that happen before. Hey family, hi family. And then you look around and this person is either they're talking about you, you're always on their lips, but they're not talking to you, but at you or about you. Don't call people um, don't call if you're blood or not blood. Don't say family to people if you really don't like them. That's another one. Don't call them your family. Just don't say anything. I don't understand why people always have to say something. You don't like somebody and you call them family. That's not good. That's not a good trait to have. Be real. But my answer to that, and I'll say the question again, why do friends and family always mention you as family but treat you like you're not? My answer to number 14 is because it benefits their egos, especially if they expect something from you Otherwise, they are not calling you for the holidays. And that's important to me because life is too short and birthdays, holidays mean stuff. And if these people are your family, friends, or co-workers and truly believe in you, they know your birthdays, they know the holidays, say hello, Merry Christmas. You don't have to send a card. Texting is just as equivalent sometimes because some people don't want to be on the phone all the time. And so when I don't see when I hear people call me family and I'm not their family, or I am, or anyone that I see to do that, I kind of like look at you. I don't remember you calling me or texting me on my birthday or shouting me out. You see me on social media, you know what day that is. Merry Christmas to you too, right? So I'm going to end this with now because this is these were questions that needed to be addressed and answered, and I felt a need to do so. Each answer differs for everyone, and but also these questions aren't usually asked, so I felt like they were needed here on my channel, Know Your Truth, Real Talk. Um, and that I can bring that to the table, which I did. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and joining me here and commenting. And those that will see this later, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm about to go check out this comedy festival here in Atlantic City. That's where I am. That was the secret. Um, Check me out every week. I'm going to probably be somewhere else soon. I don't know, and I won't tell until I am. So thank you for joining me, Judge Desire for Knowledge. This Know Your Truth Real Talk is adjourned with Judge Desire for Knowledge. And thank you. I forgot my gavel this weekend, but I will have it. I will see you all next Saturday, live or taped at 3 o'clock. Come check me out. And with another beautiful topic, leave me comments if you want. Subscribe, share, and please like so that it can get around to other people who may need it. Thank you. Very informative. I try. Thanks so much. Blessings to everyone. Ciao.